Hey my friend, today I'm going to show you 10 things you can do to increase cognitive function, dramatically impact your energy, and also boost your immune system. And it's all centered around your microbiome. We are ruled by the bacteria in our gut. We think we're making decisions when it comes to what we're eating, what we're doing even, and how we're experiencing the day. Your microbiome has a large effect on that, my friend. Researchers are beginning to understand this. They're dumping billions of dollars into different probiotic strands to impact the body in certain different ways. And I believe there's a bright future, my friend, because Hippocrates said in 400 BC that disease starts in the colon, it starts in the gut. So you get the picture. What's crazy is when you start to put all this together, it's amazing how you will feel. So we're a community that takes action, and I want you to listen to the 10 things that I'm gonna give to you today that you can do, but I want you to take action on at least one of those for the next 7 days. You committed to that, big thumbs up. Leave a comment below of what lands for you and what you're going to take action on, and we'll roll into it. Number one, I know this is gonna sound a little ludicrous, but one thing I do every day is I tune my human biofield. What I believe though, as a healer, as somebody who's an enthusiast about helping people, is that the body is more like a musical instrument than it is like matter. So when we tune in to the musical instrument, the miracle of a machine that we have, this human body, we can send different frequencies into it that can help it align and resonate on a higher vibrational level. So what I do is I'll grab a couple tuning forks, and I'll just kind of bring my breathing in check, listen to the notes, and just allow myself to relax. Simple and easy to do. Anyone can do it, just like that. So this is one way to relieve stress. I don't know if you noticed that, but did you notice just that sound relax you a little bit? I love doing this. I got a whole gaggle of sound healing instruments that I use to tune my human biofield and to really understand what's going on energetically through sound. In the beginning, there was sound. And when we can match the frequencies of health, we can align to more peaceful resonance, we can change our internal state. Also, music is very anti-aging. If you listen to the music that you listen to when you're a kid, what they've done is they've shown studies that it actually accesses those nostalgic memories, bringing forth more of the cognitive function and making people more lively. So listen to the music when you're a kid. I'm an 80s baby. I love 80s music. What music do you love? When were you born? What's your favorite song to remind you of that time? For me, I think it was Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. I don't know what it is, maybe being from Michigan, but that song always lights my soul on fire. Next up, and this is a big one, my friend, I always do this, and it doesn't matter who you pray to, okay? Praying before you eat is so crucial. Whether it's Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, the universe, the angels of light, all the saints, whoever it is, just give some thanks for the food. Maybe it's Mother Nature herself. And one thing I like to do as I pray for my food is I visualize the whole entire process of, let's say, the lettuce being grown in my garden out back, and the sun that touched it, and the water, and the different soil, and the elements of the minerals that were there working together to create this piece of lettuce, this little miracle that is now feeding me. So you can do that too. And when we relax before we eat, it allows us to digest what we're consuming. Far too many people are eating too much. They're consuming too much psychotic information on the TV or the media or whatever it is, and it's stressing them out. Some people are even watching the news when they eat. Ugh, I feel sorry for them. Like, pull yourself out of that. Turn it off, relax, breathe. Next up, box breathing. So box breathing, I've talked about this in past videos, it's just 4 breaths in, hold it for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, hold it for 4 seconds, and you have an entire box. So the box breathing works by turning on your parasympathetic, your autonomic nervous system, helps relax your body, brings you into the present moment, and helps you feel at peace. Increases cognitive function, all types of benefits with breath work and breathing. This is just a really base level breath working one. If you guys want more breath work videos, let me know. Another thing I do without fail is I chant. And it looks real weird. People see this, they're like, Drew, what are you doing? I love it though. So what I do is I just hum. Are you doing it? I think you did it. That was cool. Anyway, when you hum, I'm vibrating my vagus nerve, which is the oldest nerve we have as human beings, comes here, connects to the heart. Heart creates the largest electromagnetic field of any organ in the body, 100 times more than the brain, I believe. And because we're tuning the vagus nerve, we're tuning the body, is what we're doing. We're just tuning in. We're just tuning the body, which puts us in a relaxing state, helps us unwind. So chanting's massive. And if you're somebody that's trying to find their voice, you have different maybe samskara, which is those energy blocks, the trauma in your body. Through chanting every day and having this as a practice, it will help you release that samskara, giving more energy, more life force, more blood flow to your prefrontal cortex, to your creative faculties, and you're just gonna feel great. So try chanting out. I know we're in quarantine, so it's probably hard in some states to actually get a masseuse to come to your house or to go into one of these massage places and get a massage, but you can massage yourself. One thing I like to do is I rub my own feet. I use coconut oil, frankincense, a little bit of lavender, and I just put it on my feet before bed. I hit all those acupressure points. So self-reflexology, self-massage increases your parasympathetic again, which is relaxing you. You feel more at peace, and that's going to give you more energy throughout the day as well, because your body's in a state of restoration versus being in fight or flight after a hard day at work, after working with the kids all day, or whatever the stressors are that you have. It'll snap you out of it. All right, and then there's meditation, which I love. 20 minutes in the morning, 20 minutes in the afternoon. Meditation increases the blood flow to your brain. It puts you in a state of stillness. It aligns your spine depending on the pose. And all in all, you guys, meditation, there's so many benefits to it. I do Hung Sung meditation, which is to start my meditation, and I can do a video on this in the future, but I clench every muscle in my body and I breathe in for 6 seconds as I'm clenching. And then when I breathe out, I relax my body. And what this does is it primes me to know that I'm pulling all the thoughts, the monkey mind thoughts, the consciousness that's, sometimes distracting, like, hey, I need your attention. We need this, we need that. And it allows you to go within faster. So it's called the Hung Sung. It's an absolute amazing practice. And then what I do is I get into breath work when I'm meditating. And usually my goal is to get to 20 seconds, breathing in really slow, holding it for a few, and then 20 seconds out. That's my meditation practice now. It's changing all the time. Depending on how I'm feeling, there's different meditation styles that I use. And I'd love to share those with you too. So if you're down, let me know. Next up, and I learned this from my psychologist who works with a lot of Navy SEALs, people that have had PTSD, people that are in their minds a lot. You may be one of those people where it's hard for you to shut your brain off. So one of the exercises I do is I just look around and I breathe and I become hyper vigilant on the present moment. I look at my feet, telling myself that I'm here. I look at the walls. I pay attention to the detail that most of the time we don't see the detail because we're too busy thinking. We're thinking machines. We're in the future, we're in the past, wherever we are, we're this, there's that, there's the kids, there's the phones, there's this, and it just goes on and on and on. But when we stop into the present moment, we start to open up some of those dormant abilities that we have that maybe we didn't realize were there all along. And then yoga. I love doing yoga at least once or twice a week. Stretching, you guys, every single day. When we stretch, it releases those positive endorphins, helps us get into a relaxing state, and I love it. So if you've never done yoga, check it out. A lot of people are doing yoga these days. And then also, the next one I would say is Tai Chi. I love Tai Chi. It just snaps me into a great state. You got the movement, you have the breathing, you have the eye gazing, it's nice and slow. And what they're showing is a study out of 50 people that did Tai Chi every single day. It had actually had a dramatic increase in the amount of positive neurochemicals to the brain, thus lowering that cortisol level in the blood, which is the stress. So we get the positive neurochemicals from exercise, but some are saying that Tai Chi may actually be better for you than even exercise, which I thought that was an interesting study. that I read. So the next one, avoiding stimulants. So if you're feeling anxiety, if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling like your brain isn't really turning on the way that you want it to, I would do a coffee cleanse, so 7 days with no caffeine. And then I would also make sure I'm not eating any sugar. So cut sugar, cut coffee. That bacteria that we talked about in the beginning of this video, if you're eating too much sugar, it creates the bad bugs. And those bad bugs make you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, even though there's a chain on your refrigerator, breaking into it with some chain cutters just so you can have that last Texas brownie or whatever it is. You know who I'm talking to. So stay away from it. You gotta train your taste to trim your waist. So love the food that loves your body back. When I work with clients, they crave broccoli, they crave greens, they crave green juice, kombucha, kale chips, like these are snacks, right? To reverse that, guys, we gotta be cognizant. We need to stay focused on what we're actually consuming, because many of us are actually consuming things when we're bored, when we're stressed out, when we're worried about money, whatever it is. So there's other alternatives to that. Next up is the sauna. I sit in the sauna every day for at least 30 to 60 minutes is the goal. Some weeks it's only like 5 days a week if I'm traveling or whatever it is. But my go-to, to sweat in there, to increase circulation and increase those positive endorphins. Super powerful. We need to detox, right? There's so many chemicals. I think it's like 82,000 new chemicals enter our environment every single year. They go through your skin, you know, the carpet has formaldehyde in it, all these other nasty petrochemicals, glyphosate in our soil. So our body is just absorbing these things, heavy metals. Many people still have heavy metals in their mouths. So we need to be cognizant of how to get rid of the toxins in our body. And for me, sweating in the sauna has been absolutely amazing in my life. I think you would dig it too. If you're interested in the sauna that I have, I can post a link. All right, FitLifers, so those were the 10 things that you can do. Some of them you've heard before. Maybe it's the first time you've heard of one and you're like, whoa, I'm gonna try that out. Where do I get those tuning forks, Drew? Where do I get a sauna or whatever it is? And I'm gonna leave the links below this video as well. I'm here to serve, my friend. I want you feeling and looking as good as you want. That's what it's all about. So remember, it's consistency. It's not just doing one of these things once, it's doing it every single day. It's building that habit that can dramatically transform your life. If you'd like that, give this video a big thumbs up. Leave a comment. Let me know what landed for you the most out of the 10 things. I'm excited to be working with you. I'm Drew Canoli. Remember, we're in this together, and I'll see you soon.